Hey guys, it's Jaycee here with another video for you. Today is the 31st of December, the last day of 2017, and I am here to do my last video of the year and to end the drama that started last week when I actually lost my Christmas gift in the bus and finally managed to retrieve it. Here's the video with my long-awaited teleprompter. So I am very happy to show you. Here is the box. As you can see, it's a very big box, and here I had my address. I had my address here, so when I peeled it off, all the information was gone. But on the other side, you can see what it says, and as you can see, it says Teleprompter Pad iLight Pro 10 inches. Record your videos just like the pros do TV. So this is basically what we're going to do with this teleprompter. Well, why do I need something like this? As you know, most of my videos are very spontaneous when I sit in front of the camera and talk about something that I bought, and I describe it a little bit in very simple terms. However, sometimes there are devices that need a little more information, technical information, so to speak. And I admit that I have some problems learning those technical terms by heart. And that's where this device will come in handy. Because what is actually a teleprompter? If you don't know, like I explained last time, a teleprompter is a device. This one that I'm going to show you very soon is a device that you set up in front of your camera, and then you can scroll a text through an iPad software, for instance, and you can actually remember. It helps you remember what you have to say. For instance, you can either read the entire text looking at the camera because the text is running right in front of the lens, so sometimes it doesn't look like you're reading, or you just can make some bullet points and just do the video as you normally do, but the bullet points will be there for you to remember and not forget the important stuff. So let's crack this open and see what's in the box. So here is the box. I already peeled the seal because I wanted to know if everything was there. Unfortunately, everything is fine. Nobody touched it. So opening the box, this is what we have. For instance, we have this folder. A flyer says Teleprompter Pad. Yes, here. Interactive guide, as you can see there. Interactive guide, how to use the remote. Oh, because it does feature a remote that you can control it from afar, which is pretty awesome. So you also have a QR code here where you can actually scan it with your phone, and then you go straight to the website where you can find more information about it. We have another folder, Flip Fold Smart System. Okay, these are the items in the box, and apparently you also get a bag to carry the teleprompter. Pretty awesome. What is in? Okay, it's just a one page. This is probably the glass because the teleprompter works with a glass, because the glass reflects the text, so you can actually so you're able to see it while you're recording the video. So this is probably the glass, and it's very nicely protected. Let's just peel it. Okay, what is this? I wonder why there's a lot of stuff written in Spanish. I understand a little Spanish, but I don't actually speak it. Toallitas limpia gafas okay, this is something for you to clean the glass. And here it is. Oh, look at that. It's a reflective glass. Look, it looks like a mirror, but it's still see-through, as you can see. So the mirror will actually mirror the text on the iPad, so you're able to see it. Then we have a little plate. I have no idea what that is. I'm gonna have to follow the instructions, obviously. Here I have a little, okay, this looks like a little skirt, but apparently this goes on top of the camera because the camera has to be really protected from the light. So this is probably going on top of the camera, around the camera. Here are some little tubes that is obviously to mount it. Okay, here is the remote. Let's open the remote. Okay, so here is the remote, as you can see. And here is the bag, a very nice bag, Teleprompter Pad, very nice bag. So you can actually carry it easily. And yeah, so as you can see, let's put this here. So as you can see, oh, and here it's another piece. What is this? It's a metal piece, obviously. So as you can see, look at that. We have the glass. We have this little piece here, some tubes, some screws, and some more pieces, and the remote, the little towel, the little skirt, and this other piece. So as you can see, not many things inside the box. So now we're going to take some time and try to mount this. I'm going to have to follow the instructions and we'll be right back. Wow, so here we have the teleprompter assembled, and honestly it was not very easy. I actually had to watch a movie on their YouTube channel where they actually show step by step how to assemble this thing, and it was not very easy, but since you are able to follow them step by step, then I actually managed to do it. But be prepared to work a little hard, okay? So now, as you can see, the teleprompter is here, and now we're supposed to mount it on the tripod, and here goes the camera. Obviously, I'm going to have to use another camera to film it, so I'm going to show it to you when it's done. Let's do it. Okay, so we're back here, and my God, that was quite a challenge. Fortunately, there's a video on YouTube that shows you exactly how to assemble the teleprompter. It wasn't easy, even though I was watching the video. Anyway, I managed to do it, and as you can see here, this is how it looks like right now on my camera. Another thing that you have to consider is that, first of all, this thing is quite heavy, and together with the weight of the camera and the iPad, which is lying there, as you can see, I was actually using this before to hold my camera. I had to take it off because this hinge wasn't supporting the weight of that thing. So please consider that. So I am no longer using this at the moment, and I just put my camera straight on the teleprompter, and the teleprompter is straight onto the tripod. Now it seems to be holding quite well. Another detail, this remote does not come with battery. Fortunately, I have them at home, so now it's working. Another drawback is that this remote is not very friendly. I happen to have a teleprompter app that I like very much on my iPad. However, it wasn't working with the remote. So they suggested that I use another app called just DV Prompter. Fortunately, it's free of charge, so you can download it for free, and it works with the remote. However, I still don't know exactly how this remote works. The one thing is that you have to pair it with your iPad or your iPhone, whatever you're using to reflect text. And I got only to work with this joystick here, which is quite small. Do you see? There's a joystick here, and these things, I don't quite understand what they do, because actually when I push them, they control the volume up and down, but according to the description on the page, if it's controlling the volume up and down, it's probably not connected correctly. I have no idea what that means. Anyway, the thing is, if this is too much work, just go to the prompter, just turn on the app and give yourself like 10 seconds, sit in front of it and start reading the text. Right now I am going to do a test, and as you can see I am filming part of it with my M6, so you're going to see exactly what it looks. Right now I'm talking to you without using the teleprompter, even though it's sitting there, but I'm not reading it. I am just being a very spontaneous talking to you. But now we're going to do a test with a text. I did a review on Crimson Peak, I think it was last year, on October last year, so it's been a long time, but I still have the text that I actually prepared to review that movie, and I am going to read the text right now, and let's see how good it looks. See how different it looks when you're reading a text and when you're just being spontaneous in front of the camera. Let's do it. Hey guys, it's JC here. Today I went to see Crimson Peak, the movie by Guillermo del Toro. It is October, Halloween month, and it's probably the best time for you to go see a scary movie. So Crimson Peak is not a cheap production. In fact, it looks rich, which is not something to be surprised about. After all, it's directed by a very special and creative man. Del Toro happens to be one of my favorite directors, so I may be a bit biased when talking about him. However, I have to admit that he has great taste when it comes to telling a story. So, his previous movies like Pan's Labyrinth, Mimic, and even Hellboy are examples of how careful and demanding he can be. Even though he hates Mimic, and he said that himself, it is still one of my favorite horror movies. His book trilogy, The Strain, is a great modern vampire story that I loved from beginning till the end, and surprisingly, the TV series lives up to the books, and maybe because the production had to be green-lighted by himself. And the story goes on and goes on and goes on. It's quite a long review, but I just wanted to give you an idea of how it looks when you are reading a text in front of the camera. Right now, I cannot see the lens, but I know exactly where I have to look, because that is where the text will be rolling. So can you tell the difference when I'm reading and when I'm just being spontaneous in front of the camera? I think it really depends on how you write the text. For instance, if you write a text that sounds like you're really speaking to the camera, then people might not be able to notice that you are actually reading it. This is why I'm very happy with this equipment. I think it's going to help me a lot. Obviously, most of my videos will be very spontaneous because that's the way I like it, but I just want to use this device when I have something a little more technical, a little more difficult to learn by heart that I have to tell you. So guys, this was my review for this teleprompter. Is it a good choice? I think for the price and quality, it's quite good. Like I said, I paid 180 euros, which is not that much money considering that some professional teleprompters will cost you more than 1,000 euros or dollars. So I think this is a very good choice if you're really looking for something that will help you get your videos a little more professional. Like I said, there are some caveats that you have to consider, like the remote control not working very much. But again, this is just in case you need to control the text. But if you give yourself some time to start, you just press start on your iPad, sit in front of the camera, and then just start reading the text. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Obviously, if you have questions, leave them down in the comments below, and I'll try to answer them as best as I can. As my last video of this year, I want to wish you all a fantastic 2018, and may all your wishes come true. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so you won't miss out on my future content. Thank you so much for watching. Have a fabulous holiday, and I'll see you next time.